This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we welcome you here tonight to Preston Indian basketball inside the Preston Gym as they play their second round game tonight of the Preston Indian Holiday Classic. And tonight, the Indians take on the Cardinals from Mountain Crest High School.
Or the Mustangs.
Mustangs. What did I say? They're the Mustangs of Mountain Crest. Hi, everybody. Dan Hubbard, Lyle Fuller here courtside. John Beverly back in studio. Alan White on the camera for us tonight here on the video feed on mylocalradio.com. And we're glad to have you with us as well. Preston with a big win last night as they advance to tonight's second round matchup in this game against Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest, for Preston, they're 4-0 now on the year after last night's win. Mountain Crest, with their win last night, was their first win of the year. They're 1-3. They've lost some very tough games so far this year, but they're able to move into this semifinal tonight.
You know, in the game last night, of course, they won. They didn't look anything to me like a team that went 1-21 last year and a team that we handled pretty easily at their gym last year. I think this will be a competitive game tonight. Mountain Crest will come out hungry. Obviously, they feel like they have nothing to lose. Program on the rise, and I think we'll get a good ball game out of Mountain Crest tonight.
With the win last night, Preston extended their winning streak. They've now won, 26 in a row, and they're 42 out of the last 43 here on their home gym here at Preston High School.
That's impressive, and we can say with definitively that there aren't any Franklin County referees who are varsity certified that I know of. So it hasn't been hometown cooking on the refs. It's been really good players, some good coaching, good program all around that Tyler Jones has built here.
You know, and you look back, and it's not via the calendar, but at least as far as this tournament goes, it is 1 year ago tonight that Preston suffered their last loss. They lost to Middleton here on this court in the second round of last year's tournament.
Yeah, and of course Middleton not here in this tournament this year. They've decided to host their own tournament. They're over in Boise doing that right now. But, you know, this is still a great tournament. And, boy, we just watched the first semifinal game. Skyview won and advances over Twin Falls. And I think Skyview probably had 6 or 7 dunks in that game. They have a lot of size, athletic ability. So that's who awaits the winner is a tough Skyview Utah squad.
Yeah, you know, I said right from the start when you looked at the teams yesterday, Skyview's big. They have 3 guys, I think, that I would say are probably 6'7" or larger.
Yeah, 3 guys who are really big, and you know that'd be if we win tonight. Of course, that's a challenge for the next day. But we're going to have to lock in defensively. As I was just visiting with our fellow media member here on Radio Row. Mountain Crest is very balanced scoring. They have about 4 guys who average about 10 points a game, so they spread it around really well. And I would look for them to try to pressure us and get us into some turnovers and maybe get some of our better players out of the game on fouls and see if they can take advantage that way.
If you are watching or listening, I should say, on KACH Radio, and you want to watch tonight's game, it's available for you via video feed on mylocalradio.com. Simply log on, and you're looking for game number 8 of the holiday tournaments. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and have more here on the pregame show right after this.
KACH. Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today. 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. No visit with Tyler Jones tonight. You get a little busy, distracted by other responsibilities when you run a tournament like this one, so he was not available to us before the game. We'll talk to him coming up after the contest tonight. The one thing that really helped the Indians out last night in the win was balanced scoring. They had 6 players in the game with 7 points or more.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Makes it really hard to figure out who to guard, and probably the first time all year that Brecker Knapp's been the leading scorer. He had 12, I believe, and so he plays that tip of the spear, so to speak, on the full court press. They put Brecker at the top and let him create havoc with his length and athletic ability and try to get some layups. I expect we'll see quite a bit of the press and pressure tonight by the Indians against Mountain Crest, as their guard line didn't seem to be maybe quite as strong with their ball security and ball handling as some of the teams will face.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the keys to tonight's game as far as Preston's concerned.
Yeah, I think Preston wants to get this one up and down, and they want to get Gabe Hammonds going again. Gabe started out like a house of fire this year, as they say, and then came down to earth a little bit last night with just 3 points. I'm sure he'll be looking to bounce back, have a great game here tonight.
Absolutely will. So those are some of the keys to tonight's game as far as Preston's concerned. As the keys to tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance on State Street right here in Preston. Take a time out. We'll come back. We'll look at some of the other scores from games played earlier today here in the tournament. We'll do all that as we continue right after this.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
westmotorcompany.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For farm, auto, home health, and life from Mutual of Enumclaw, nobody cares like we do. Naylor Insurance, 153 North State, Suite A.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back. We're about 2 minutes away or so from opening tip-off here in the game tonight. 3 other games are already played here in the tournament this afternoon. Marsh Valley ended up playing Star Valley's JV team because of COVID restrictions and COVID problems. Evanston was going to play. Their whole team went into quarantine yesterday, so couldn't play. So Star Valley's JV team gave Marsh all they could handle, but Marsh ends up winning that game in the end. Sugar Salem beat Bonneville 68-66 in a great game that went right down to the final buzzer. And the game that just was played, Skyview beat Twin Falls to advance to tomorrow's championship game 73-55. I know earlier today Pocatello beat Valley View. That was at the Middleton tournament. That game was earlier today. Minico's taking on Century tonight.
Actually, that one already went final, Dan.
Okay.
Century won that one.
Century was victorious. I know the game times are all messed up because of tournaments going on.
Yep.
Thunder Ridge is at Highland. Blackfoot is taking on Hillcrest. Kimberly is at Mountain Home. And Canyon Ridge is at Ridgeview tonight. And Shelley is taking on Skyline. And Buell is at Wood River. Boy, that's a tough trip to make up to Wood River, especially with snow on the ground like they have now.
Oh, yeah.
And also Middleton playing at home tonight as well, as they are in the semifinals of their own tournament. They're at Middleton High School as well. So it promises to be a great night of basketball here at Preston High School. Limited seating because of coronavirus, so enjoy it. Log on to mylocalradio.com. We have the video for you, and we invite you to watch it there. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Starting lineups and the opening tip coming up next.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
A proud member of the co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indians basketball. The Indians have won 4 Idaho State 4A titles in the last 5 years and look to keep building on what has become a championship tradition. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
Well, welcome everybody back here at Preston Gym as they're introducing the starting lineups here tonight. And for the Preston Indians, the starters, Steve Roberts starts at the point guard this evening. Brecker Knapp led the team in scoring last night with 14 overall in the game. Cole Harris making his 32nd career varsity start, the lone returning starter from last year's team. In the middle, Brandon Hess, who had a big game for the Indians last night. Tonight is his 24th career varsity game and his 4th start. And Gabe Hammonds, the team's leading scorer. He had a 25-point game earlier this year, the season opener at Burley, and tonight is his 30th varsity game played for the Preston Indians and his 4th start of the year. So good-looking rosters on both sides, and it should be a very interesting contest here tonight. The winner gets Skyview tomorrow night in the tournament championship. I said tomorrow night. It should actually tip off at 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see what happens as we go along here. And tonight's game is brought to you in part by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North, 1st West in Preston.
Dan, Mountain Crest, there we go. Mountain Crest starting a 6'1 freshman guard, Hunsaker, number 42. Must be a good player to start as a freshman.
They tell me he is the hot hand. He had 15 points last night in the win for Mountain Crest, as last night Mountain Crest knocked off Bonneville 70-63, and we're underway. Preston controls the tip. They tip it backwards in the backcourt to Steve Roberts. Roberts brings it up into the front court. He'll hold as the offense sets up. Comes over on the left side to Knapp. Brecker has his pass deflected, able to get it back. And get it back to Roberts. Swing it over on the right side. Now back to Roberts, back to Knapp. Down low. Great pass to Hess for the jam.
You like that start?
Brandon watched Skyview did do that a few times and got excited.
That's right.
As the pass deflected up into the front court, as it's held, as it comes to Bone. Bone will get it back out top now as it comes to LaFleur. Or Lefevre, rather. He'll give it off as it comes back to Wilberg, and he double dribbles.
Yeah, double dribble.
This is not the only meeting of the year between these two teams. The Indians will see Mountain Crest again back here at Preston Gym coming up after the first of the year.
This will be the return game on last year's, yeah.
Exactly. Hess looks at the three, doesn't take it in the corner, back down low, come back to Hess. Harris has it and back to the basket in the paint, and will spin it up and in. Cole Harris, who had 10 last night, gets an early two here and now steals it, and then was standing out of bounds when he touched the ball. Just to complete the thought, that game will be here on January the 12th, the return trip with Mountain Crest coming back here to Preston Gym. Time out on the floor. We'll be right back.
KACH.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
Well, Preston jumps out to a quick 4-0 lead, and Mountain Crest, they're calling a timeout. So it's Mustangs ball right in front of the Preston bench, and they bring it into the backcourt as it comes to Lefevre. Lefevre will get it back across the timeline. That's where Brecker Knapp meets him as he gives it off. As driving is Wilberg, kicks it off in the corner, comes back to Croshaw. Back out straight away. Three-pointer is good. Put up by Lefevre.
Yeah, Lefevre, a fine athlete, receiver and cornerback on their football team. About 6'1" or so.
4-3, Preston on top. Roberts has the top of the key. Swing it over on the right side to Hammond. Now back to Roberts. Roberts dumps it down at the free throw line. Goes to Cole. And Cole just makes it look easy. Cole Harris with the easy little scoop shot gets the points.
Why not? If you're not going to stop me, I'll go right to the rack and lay it up and in.
Pass down into the corner, down to Wilberg. He kicks it back out to Croshaw again. Croshaw drives it back down to the right corner. He hands it off back to Wilberg. Back across the top. Here comes Lefevre. Now he wants to come right down the paint. Kick it off. Three-pointer from the left side is going to be short on the attempt put up by Hunsaker. Here come the Indians. It comes to Hess. He missed the layup. He was short. He took a big extra step, and I think he lost all his momentum trying to slow down.
Yeah, couldn't get his foot pattern right.
Three-pointer off the side of the board put up there by Bone. And again, here come the Indians back. It's Harris down low to Knapp and for the layup. Brecker Knapp gets his first 2 points of the night after a season-high 14 last night. Led the team in scoring as they get it back into the front court. As back into the corner, it's Croshaw. Back out to travel by Lefevre. Did a little bunny hop in the pea patch, and the referees caught him. As Cole Harris will bring it in right in front of the Preston bench.
Yeah.
Not quite 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and Preston leads 8-3. Hammonds has not got a shot as of yet in the first couple of minutes.
Right.
Comes back to Roberts.
Well, they tried to find him for one, and
Gabe in the right corner still doesn't take it.
Mountain Crest sniffed that one out.
Roberts again. Right to the elbow to Cole. There's that little scoop shot again. Missed it. Gets his own rebound. No. Still loose inside. Hess bangs people out of the way. His shot no good. Cole's got it again. And the ball comes back out to Knapp. Doesn't take the three. Now we give it off to Harris in the corner. Back out top. The offense will set it up. Back to Knapp. Left side. Free throw line extended. Back to Roberts. Swing it over to Hammonds on the right side. Was alone for a minute. Didn't take the shot. Get it back to Harris in the paint.
Mark.
Bounce down low to Hess. Put it up and in, and he's fouled. Great pass by Harris. He got the man up in the air and then just reached around his legs and threw a nice little bounce pass to Brandon Hess for the layup and the foul. Foul goes on Hunsaker. It'll be his first. As Hess makes the free throw, and it's a three-point play, and it's 11-3. Croshaw gives it to Bone, gets it across the timeline in the corner. As it goes down there to
Hunsaker, 42.
Hunsaker. As Hunsaker waits, now gives it off. As Croshaw comes back to get the ball. As it goes to Bone, free throw line extended left, tries to drive on Knapp, gets cut off. They swing it back out. Look out, that's almost too tall for Lefevre, but he's able to go up and get it. Now drives from the left block, goes up, no good. Rebound inside, that is Wilberg to put the rebound and the putback basket. Quickly, here comes the Indians back the other way as the Hammonds into the front court. Give it off to Roberts, 11-5 rather. Preston leads, 3:42 to play here in the quarter. Another great little high-low look, and again, it's Hess with the easy layup.
We've got 4 assists already for Cole Harris. Getting him in the middle of the zone, and he's very effectively finding Hess down there.
Wahlberg to Lefevre. Tell you what, Preston took notes watching that Skyview game. They hadn't run that high-low offense yet all year, but they watched Skyview run it predominantly in the first half. As that ball's broken up in the paint, taken away by Roberts for the Indians. Get it ahead to Hammonds, a little too far out in front of it, and then again it goes out of bounds. Anyway, just complete that thought. Skyview ran that numerous times. They got easy layups, a much bigger team, but Preston's making it work.
Yeah, Skyview they put their 6'10" guy at the free throw line, throw a little loopy lob pass into their 6'7" guy who'd lay it up. But Cole Harris is sneaking those passes around, threading the needle.
Full court pressure by the Indians as the Mustangs break it. Lefevre gets it up into the front court to Wilberg. Doesn't take the shot. Backs in at the right block, kicks it back out. Lefevre coming to get it. Now back down low. It comes to Croshaw. Again, they're maybe too selective on shots. As here comes Lefevre again back across the top of the key. They have a little bit of a size advantage inside. Now they throw it away as the pass is intercepted by Knapp. As it comes back to Shumway back into the game for the first time here tonight, and Shumway gets the layup. 15-5, Preston up 10 in the first quarter with 2.5 to play, and that'll be a 5-second. They call it a backcourt violation. As the Kevin Anderson, the head coach for Mountain Crest, comes over to get an explanation, but either way, they called it a backcourt violation. Interesting call, to say the least. But Cole Harris will bring it in as the call stands. And Preston has the ball on what ends up being another turnover here against the Mustangs. Traeger Shumway, as it goes to Knapp, try to force it down low into a double team. The ball's knocked away. It'll stay with Preston.
They were ready for that little pass to Hess this time.
2:16 left here in the quarter. Preston up 15-5.
On the inbounds, probably try to get it to Gabe here, get him a touch.
Nope, to get it to Harris. As he tried that little one-touch pass to Hess, and it was knocked away. Down low. As it comes down low, as Caden Jones into the game for the first time. Can't handle it. Here comes Knapp all the way, and he kicks it out of bounds. As Brecker's trying to tell him, well, they fouled me first. That's why that's why I lost control of my dribble. Either way, it went off of Brecker's foot and out of bounds. Make good? Yeah, possibly.
Possibly, yeah. Brecker trying to dribble through a couple guys there. Couldn't quite pull it off.
Full court pressure again put on the Indians. Croshaw has it in the backcourt. He'll give it off to Jones. Now back to Croshaw as they get across the timeline with 1:53 to play. Driving the baseline. Merrill for three from the left corner is good. Tyson Merrill with the three-pointer. And it's 15-8. Hammonds, he looks for a three to answer. That's short. As falling down, Harris tries to save it onto the floor. And the ball controlled there by the Mustangs. Up into the front court. It comes to Croshaw as he holds. They'll give it off to Tyson Merrill. Merrill wants to drive. Now back to Croshaw again. Now with the Coach Anderson yelling instructions, Croshaw backs it back out. Back to Merrill. Croshaw drives, pulls up, 16-footer, good.
Oh, nice little shot.
Miles Croshaw with his first 2 points. And they've cut the lead in half. It's now down to 5 at 15-10. 1 minute to play in the quarter. Shumway to Knapp, free throw line extended left. Back to Shumway, top of the key. Swing it over the right side to Hammonds, to Hess. Nice little off pass comes to Harris for the layup.
There we go.
Cole Harris has 6 and leads back to 17-10. 40 seconds to play now here in quarter number 1. As again the full court pressure by the Indians. Jones gets it up into the front court as it comes to Croshaw.
Get on the floor. Yep.
Hold on, we get bodies all over the place. They'll call it a held ball. It's going to stay with Mountain Crest with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good hustle there by Brecker. Try to force that steal. Causes a tie-up. Now we get Tate Priestley will come in and give Brecker a little break here.
So Priestley into the game for the first time. Boy, he had a heck of a game last night. As he meets up with the ball, Merrill has it in the backcourt, gets it back across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Hunsaker. Hunsaker tries to dribble through traffic, kicks it, but it rolls right to Croshaw. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Croshaw into the left corner. Right, that is Jones. Throws the ball out, mishandled there by the Mustangs. They get it back down to Hunsaker as it comes to Merrill in the paint with 3 seconds left on the clock. They're not going to get a shot off. 2, 1. They don't know the clock, and the clock runs out.
Yep.
As Miles Croshaw decided he was going to put the ball on the floor and look for a better spot to shoot from, and the clock ran out. As we're done with 1 quarter here at Preston Gym tonight. Preston leads 17-10. We're back right after this.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
We go to the second quarter. Preston leading 17-10. Dan Hubbard and Lyle Fuller here at courtside. John Beverly in studio tonight. Glad to have you along with us. Preston leads by 7, and they'll have the ball to start the second quarter as Cole Harris will bring the ball in to Traeger Shumway in the backcourt. Shumway gives it to Hammonds. Back out top. Priestley has it top of the key. Back to Shumway. Hammonds right corner 3. That's short again. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. Cole Harris has the rebound. Back to Hammonds. Look at it again. That one's too long on the adjustment as Cole tries to dive for the rebound. Can't. As quickly they get it up ahead to Mark Davis into the game for the first time here for the Mustangs, and he immediately loses
Priestley,
the ball.
Yeah. Good job, Tate. Take that away.
Shumway back to Priestley now here on the left side. Back to Shumway, top of the key. Back to Hammonds. Shumway. Harris in the paint. He bounces it down low as it goes to Tyler Linhart for the layup. Linhart with his first 2 points. He had 8 last night. Part of that balanced scoring we talked about in the pregame show, Lyle, with the 6 players with 7 or more points last night. And the ball goes right through the hands of Tyson Merrill and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Mustangs.
It's got to give Linhart some confidence playing in some of his first varsity action. Come in right away, make a basket. Thought he was too far underneath the hoop, but he somehow stretched out and got that off the glass to go in.
Shumway gets it back. He looks at a 3 from straight away. That's no good. Harris has the rebound inside for the Indians. He stumbles, goes down, but Shumway gets it back. Back out top to Priestley. Has it in 3-point range, doesn't take it. Comes back to Shumway on the left side. Brings it back to the top of the key. Back to Hammonds, now back to Shumway again. Comes to Priestley. Free throw line extended left. They'll whip it all the way back around. Now Harris has it in the paint. There's that scoop shot. Good. Cole's got 10, and it's a 21-10 Indian lead.
Cole doing work in the lane tonight, impressively.
Jones gives it to Davis. They'll hand it to Merrill and set up the offense. 6:20 to play here in the first half. Preston leads 21-10. Hunsaker, who doesn't taken a shot yet so far tonight. As it comes back to Croshaw, there's another turnover. Here comes Cole Harris again for the Indians. Lay it off. Great pass to Linhart. Missed the layup. As Shumway has it underneath, and he'll pull it back out. As he comes back outside to Priestley. Into the right corner, doesn't take it. Harris again pops out to get the ball as he gives it to Hammonds. Back to Priestley. Now back to Hammonds again, top of the key. As he plays catch with Priestley, Priestley travels in his haste to get the ball, try to get the ball back down low to Tyler Linhart. Turnover against the Indians. Harris, Hammonds, and Priestley all leave. Oops. I guess Hammonds is going to stay in the game.
I guess he's back.
It's simple math, guys. 2 in, 2 out, not 3 out. Of course, I'm one to talk. They said there'd be no math in this job. As that ball's kicked by Priestley, and will stay with the Mustangs. 5:47 to play here in the first half. Preston on top, 21-10.
I'd like to see the Indians get something for Hammonds going towards the basket. The 3-pointers, he's 0 for 3 here. A little cold on those. If he can get something going towards the basket, get a free throw maybe, get that shooting touch, feeling like he's back and feeling confident.
Priestley breaks up the pass. Pass goes out of bounds. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to get him a little bit more of an easy shot than just standing up outside because he's short right now at everything for some reason. As it comes into Hunsaker right in front of the Preston bench. He'll dribble it back out top of the key. Nick Lefevre back into the game. He gets that ball over there. Brecker Knapp right on him.
Oh, that's a good
nice
pass.
little roll to the basket by Jones for the layup. Caden Jones gets on the score sheet with a little pick and roll. Here comes the Indians again quickly back the other way. Steve Roberts back into the game. Back to Hammonds. A 3 is good.
There you go.
See if that gets him going. Gabe Hammonds hits a 3. That equals his output from last night. And it's 24-12. 12-point lead for the Indians. Bone. Back to Lefevre, back out top, Bone, a straightaway 3. That's no good. But Jones had the rebound and apparently was fouled, and it's going to stay with the Mustangs. Baseline front court. And the foul's going to go on Braden Hess. That'll be his first. In fact, it's just the first foul on the Indians. And they played almost a quarter and a half without committing a foul.
Only one called on Mountain Crest as well. Cleanly played game, and they're not calling ticky-tack fouls.
Lefevre to bring it in under the hoop. Waiting, finds Wilberg standing all alone for the layup. Somebody got lost on defense. Yep. Hammond's now starting to feel it, shoots again. That's no good as he comes off to Lefevre. Runs the ball back up at the front court. Little stutter step, takes it all the way to the hoop and lays it in. Little change of pace, and that got Lefevre loose all the way to the basket. 4:33 left, timeout Preston. Indians lead 24-16. We're right back after this.
KACH.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
KACH.
The win last night, Lyle, that moved Tyler Jones to 184-55 in his career here at Preston.
Oh, wow.
That's a .769 winning percentage. That's a great average, as Tyler's done great work here. Preston has the ball down low on the block. As it goes down low to Hess, just back into the game. Couldn't get it to go down. Couldn't quite get the rebound either as Lefevre comes away with it. Up into the front court. Terminates the dribble. Now holds. He gives it off. It comes to Croshaw. Over on the left side, it comes back to Wilberg as he holds it there. Wilberg back out top to Bone. Swing it back over here on the right side as it's back to Lefevre. Crosses over on Brecker Knapp. Now terminates the dribble at the side of the key, just below the elbow. Back down low. Wilberg, boy, wasn't he on the floor when he finally threw that pass?
Boy.
Should have been a traveling violation, and it wasn't. Three-pointer from the corner by Croshaw is no good. Knapp has the rebound. Here come the Indians. Harris all the way. Harris lay it all the way up and in. No one's going to stop him. He's going to go to the hoop, and he's got a dozen here in the first half. Preston back up by 10 again. Full court pressure. Traps the ball in the backcourt as it comes to Bone. Finally gets it across the timeline. Knapp strips it away, but he's fouled.
Well, I thought it looked pretty good there for Brecker, but
first on Brecker, second on the team. Just the third foul of the half called with 3.5 to play here in quarter number 2. As they get it into Lefevre as he retreats into the backcourt to receive the pass. Knapp will wait for him right at the timeline. He comes across and they try to trap him at the timeline as it comes to Wilberg. He goes back to Lefevre. He stops, looks at a three, doesn't take it. Now Knapp right on him, and he finally has to give it up to Croshaw. As Croshaw back to the top of the key, they'll set up the offense again as it comes back to Bone. Nice, again, the little pick and roll. That one's intercepted. Here comes Harris again. 3-on-1 to Roberts. Missed the layup. Hess has the rebound. Put back it in. Nice follow by Braden Hess. As he able to get the follow-up basket, and they get the ball in the front court, and Cole Harris whistled for the violation.
Yeah, that's a great example of why coaches always tell you, trail the play. The kid might miss a layup. You never know. Clean that up, and
don't quit on the play. And good hustle play by Hess, and gets him an easy layup. Preston by 12, 28-16, 2:45 to play here in the first half. Lefevre. They get it down low again to Jones on the block. Can't get a shot in the corner. Three-pointer for Hunsaker. In and out. Stays out. Harris has the rebound for the Indians. Here comes Cole again. Whip it down low to Brecker for the layup. Brecker Knapp with a good run. Eyes open. Gets the layup. Preston leads by 14. As nice pass to Jones. He's got an easy walk to the basket. Caden Jones has 4 here in the first half. Shumway back into the game for the Indians. Has it in the front court. Gives it to Knapp. Now they give it back to Shumway. Back to Knapp. Free throw line extended right. To Cole Harris. Now back down low to Hess. Reverse layup this time is good. Hess has already got a new season high in the game. He has 11 points here in the first half. We go under 2 minutes to play. Down low to Jones in the paint. Doesn't shoot. Outside to Bone. Tanner Bone drives. That's going to be blocked out of bounds. Brecker Knapp got a piece of it. And it's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, we'll see if Preston can defend this inbounds a little better. Last time under the hoop, Mountain Crest got a layup right at the rim. You got to turn your head. You got to point at the ball, you and the man, as they say. Know where everybody is.
Lefevre, and they'd run it again. Jones had a ball knocked away, finally controlled by the Indians. Knapp has it out of midair. Here comes Brecker all the way. Down the middle, lay it in, he's fouled. One thing about the Mountain Crest defense, when Preston has a walk toward the basket, they're not stopping the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're not doing more ball stopping. But
so Brecker at the free throw line. Last night he did not try a free throw attempt, and he misses this one. In the front court, pass too far ahead of Jones, as he can't, or Croshaw rather, and he can't save it. So the ball will be back to Preston. Another turnover here against the Mustangs. 1:33 to play here in the first half. 34-18. It's not as dominant a first half like they had last night, but it's a good first half here for the Indians.
Yeah, excellent scoring output so far here in the first half.
Hammonds has it in the left corner. Doesn't shoot. Back out top to Shumway. Work it back over to the right side. It comes back to Knapp. Back out top to Shumway. Back to Knapp. Steps in inside the arc. Takes the 14-footer, no good. Hess up high to get the rebound. Put back, spins in, but comes out. As the rebound is off, Lefevre has it there for Mountain Crest as he walks the dribble back to the midcourt stripe with 1 minute to play in the first half. Drives, kickoff, three-pointer for Hunsaker from the left corner is good. Hunsaker has his first points tonight. He had 15 in the game here last night. 45 seconds to play in the half. As Shumway holds, comes around the screen set by Hammonds to Knapp. Back to Shumway, bounce it down low as they try to get it back to Hess. It was knocked away. And here comes Lefevre with it again. 30 seconds left in the half. Dribbles behind the back. Over in the corner is given off there. Here comes Merrill. Merrill goes up and has his shot fly swatted out of bounds by Cole Harris. 23 seconds left. Lefevre will bring it in for the Mustangs. Baseline front court. As he gets it into Hunsaker, retreats near the timeline to receive the pass. The freshman holds it up and gives it out to Lefevre. Clock runs with 15 seconds to play. Jones comes out to set the screen. Comes around it. Driving is Lefevre. Ends up losing it down low. Jones is fouled with 6 seconds left.
Too bad. Preston almost had a steal and about 8 seconds to score going the other way.
That's on Brecker Knapp. That's his second. He's the first player in the game with more than one foul. And here's Caden Jones at the free throw line. Jones had 8 total points last night and was perfect from the free throw line and misses this one here. As it'll be Steve Roberts to come back in. They'll get Brecker back on the bench just in case he doesn't pick up his third foul here in the final 6 seconds of the half.
Yeah, smart play to not get a cheapie right at the very, very end.
Free throw by Jones, no good.
We'll get another one. There was a lane violation by Hess. He lined up in the wrong box. Realized it kind of midship there.
Referee gets a little chuckle out of it too as he's walking back into position. Jones makes this one. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Give it to Roberts. Harris will try a long three to beat the buzzer. Good! Cole doesn't normally shoot from there, and he drains one from about 22 to beat the clock. Preston leads as we go to the halftime break, 37-22. We invite you to stay tuned. The construction halftime report, Ralph's construction halftime report, thank you very much, is coming up in just a couple of minutes. Take a time out. We'll come back and we'll talk about the first half right after this.
KACA.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
The halftime report is sponsored by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Call 435-232-18.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-18.
KACH.
Welcome back. We're at halftime, and this is the Ralph Construction's halftime report. As for the Preston Indians, they got off to a good start. Not as good as last night, but still, for those watching on mylocalradio.com, Preston leads by 15 at the break, 37-22. It wasn't the devastating take your morals out of the game in the first half they had last night, but still a good first half tonight for Preston.
Yeah, like I said, not so much of just an immediate blitz in the first 3 minutes, but just steadily kind of building that lead and pulling away. 37 points in a half is excellent, and Tyler, I'm sure, Jones would take that anytime. So, if you want to come out in the second half and just keep the pressure on, keep building. We're early in the season, and your guys are still trying to define their roles and who's going to be doing what, and hopefully you can maybe get, if you can keep building the lead, get some of your bench guys in to have fresh legs tomorrow. Not to look ahead past the second half. Mountain Crest could come back, but ideal case scenario, that's what you'd like to see.
We talked about balanced scoring in the game last night, and so far tonight, it's been pretty balanced. But when you start looking at the score sheet here in a minute, one thing that will jump out at you is Preston has 2 players already in double figures, which is that's and for Mountain Crest, I think the most they have is a player with 5 points so far in the first half.
Yeah, Harris and Hess are playing that little 2-man game inside, finding that zone seam, those little pocket passes right inside, and being very effective at it. Much more so than bombs away from 3. We've seen very few 3-point shot attempts here. It's mostly been passing to penetrate the zone and finding those holes and finding a guy for a layup.
Exactly. Speaking of the stat sheet, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back and look at the first half stats right after this.
KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, as we get ready for the second half, let's look at the stats from the first half. Scoring for the Mountain Crest Mustangs, Nick Lefevre finished the first half with 5 points. Preston Wilberg had a total of 4. Tyson Merrill with 3. Caden Jones had 5. And Miles Croshaw had 2. And Joseph Hunsaker had 3 in the first half. They only shot 3 free throws in the first half, Lyle, and they were 1 out of 3 from the free throw line.
Yeah, Preston Indians overall in the first half, I've got 15 out of 23 on 2-point field goal attempts, so much better than 50%, great percentage. A lot of those were layups right at the rim. 2 for 7 on threes and just 1 for 2 on free throws. On individual scoring, Dan, Gabe Hammonds hits 1 for 5 on threes for 3 points. Hess and Harris both have 8 field goal attempts, but Hess has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 10. Harris has got 15, including a 3-pointer right there at the buzzer. Knapp has got 3 for 4 for 6 points. Roberts played, didn't score. Priestley played, didn't score in the first half. Linhart goes 1 for 2 for 2 points. Dan, I need to point this stat out. Cole Harris is having himself a ball game. Of course, my stats are very unofficial,
right.
As unofficial as you can get. But he's on pace for a triple-double, Dan. I've got him with 6 rebounds and 6 assists to go along with 15 points in the first half, a block and a steal. Harris is dominating this game, which I didn't anticipate going in, but he's a returning starter from a state championship team, excellent athlete, and he's proving what a great player he is here tonight.
So it's 37-22. Second half on the way. The third quarter will be brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and we'll go to the second half. Third quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll start the second half as the ball will belong to the Mustangs to start the third quarter. Preston leads by 15, 37-22.
It's like the same starting 5 for the Indians.
Yeah, it looks like the same 5 for the Mustangs as well as Mountain Crest brings the ball in. Preston trying to improve their record to 5-0 with another victory and move into hopefully what would be a matchup with Skyview tomorrow night in the tournament championship game if they win here today. We will see as we start quarter number 3. Quarter number 3 is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. As Lefevre has it, bounce it up top of the key to Wilberg. Wilberg here watches. Now the kick out 3 to Hunsaker is good.
Yeah, good ball movement, good pass from Lefevre. Hunsaker nails it.
Hunsaker with a pair of threes in the game tonight. Down low, Hess on the block, doesn't take it. Hammonds, three-pointer from the right side. That's no good. As the ball kicks out, and a long rebound off. Croshaw has it. He'll slow it down as the defenders are back. Gets it up into the corner as it's taken there by Bone. Holds it up over his head, doesn't take the shot. Bounce it inside. He goes down on the post to Wilberg. Wilberg stands in the paint, just holding it there. Now finally kicks it out as it ends up in the hands of Lefevre. Lefevre drives. There's that Hess scoop shot. No good. Harris has the rebound. Gets it off to Knapp. Quickly up into the front court to Hess. Layup, no good, no foul, no harm, no blood, no nothing.
Wow. There's a lot of contact on the body. It may have been clean up top, but there's a lot of contact on the body.
As Croshaw has it into the front court. Three-pointer from the right corner. That's no good. Hess behind to get the rebound. They get it ahead to Roberts. Here comes Roberts all the way. Again, another layup that seemed like a foul, and again, no call. Letting them play here in the third quarter.
Well,
in the first minute and a half.
Maybe that's why nobody's in foul trouble.
Could be. Maybe all those people yelling for the Skyview game had a point. As Wilberg tries to go up, loses it inside in the paint. That'll stay with the Mustangs underneath their own hoop.
So what's that, 3 empty trips here to start the third quarter. The Indians need to put some points on the board here.
Exactly. Bad pass taken away by Hammonds. Here comes Gabe, one-on-one. Little Euro step, goes up. That's no good. Hess has the rebound. It's stripped away on his way up. Hess gets it back. Foul, does it count? As foul's going to go on Croshaw. Count the basket for Hammonds. That gives Gabe 5, and he'll go to the free throw line. This is his first free throw in 2 games. As he steps to the free throw line, in the last 3 games now, he's made 22 in a row, make it 23.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we were alluding to in the first half. He needs to go to the basket a little more, not just be a standstill three-point shooter.
As a bad pass throws to no one, as Hunsaker ends up throwing it to a couple of JV players for Preston in the front row over there.
Some kind of miscommunication. We'll take it.
So Roberts has it. 6:05 to play. Preston up by 15 like they were at halftime. 40-25. Down low, Harris. Goes up, no good. Rebound is off to Wilberg. I'll tell you what, it's no place for the faint of heart down low right now. Wilberg drives, poked away from behind by Harris, but it goes out of bounds.
You know, and Hess doesn't mind mixing it up in there. And I don't think Harris does either. So there, a lot of pushing, a lot of positioning.
Lefevre brings it in from underneath their own basket and got to get it in. He didn't. It's a 5 count, and that'll turn it over. Another turnover for Mountain Crest.
Got much better inbounds defense, causing that 5 count.
Roberts again brings it up into the front court. Gives it to Knapp. Brecker stops short of the three-point arc. Down low as Hess pops out for it. Back to Knapp. Now back out top to Roberts again. Hammonds. Hess now on the other side, at the baseline, wants to drive the base, works on Hunsaker. Boy, just abuses Hunsaker and goes around him for the layup.
Big, long step to get open. Good job by Hess.
Hess has 13, and Preston's lead is 17. Three-point attempt here, that's no good. Hess has the rebound, hustles down the floor, gives it off to Cole Harris. Harris, top of the key, wants to back in, gets stripped away. Here comes Croshaw back the other way. Croshaw layup, no. Rebound off to Lefevre. He tries to go back up. Yes. Nick Lefevre, the senior, with 7 points in the game, and it's 42-27. Preston on top. Harris back out to Hammonds. Looks at a 3. In and out. Boy, that's a tough shot as the rebound is off to Bone down low.
Yeah, looked good all the way. We had a great angle on it. Just popped back out.
Lefevre. Hunsaker in the corner. Now back to Lefevre. Tries to go right, can't, gets cut off, so he'll come back to Hunsaker, free throw line extended left. Down on the block, it goes to Wilberg. Tries to turn left, gets cut off. Back to Hunsaker, his three-point attempt no good. Rebound is inside to Bone, and Bone with the easy putback basket to get his first 2 points of the game. There comes Roberts back up in the front court, gives it to Hammonds, now gets it back, top of the key. Lob inside to Hess, back outside to Knapp. Back to Hess now at the left baseline. Looks, wants to drive, tries to go around Bone, can't get around him, so he'll give it back to Roberts. Three-pointer, looks good, is good. Steve Roberts has his first 3 points of the game as he drills the three, and it's 48-29, and a whistle in the back court.
Yeah, they're going to get Steve. He didn't quite get over there far enough to cut off the sideline, then he picks up the foul.
That'll be his first foul on Roberts. Just the first foul against Preston here in the second half, and the team fouls are one apiece with just under 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Lefevre, he'll give it off because it comes back to Bone, now back to Lefevre. Gets it across the timeline and reach-in foul against Cole Harris. Silly foul on Cole, he knows better than that.
They called it on Shumway, number 2, yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, then
they both took a swing.
Harris got away with it, but he turned around like one of those kids in the kitchen when your mom catches you with a hand in the cookie chart. Oh, it wasn't me, Mom.
Right.
You're the only one here, son. It had to be you.
Cookie crumbs on the face, yeah.
But they call it
they got Shumway.
On Shumway instead. That's just his first. Here's Wilberg. Little 14-foot jumper is good. So the lead down to 14, 45-31. Harris, nice move, splits the defenders, gets the layup in the hoop, and he's fouled. So Harris will go to the free throw line. Tate Priestley's going to come back in here for Preston. Brecker Knapp appears to be headed to the bench. And Cole Harris is going to shoot one. Cole was 17. Now I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think Cole has had his season high last year was against Mountain Crest, and I think it was 17. As he hits this shot here, and it makes it 18 as he hits the free throw to complete the three-point play.
Sounds like that'd probably be about a career high for him.
As foul along the sideline over on the far side of the court.
Now they got
Cole. Now they got Harris. See that whole cookie thing comes back to bite him now.
Yeah.
As now he has 2. 3 team fouls against the Indians. As Tanner Bones will bring the ball in from the far sideline. Tyson Merrill runs back into the backcourt to receive the pass and brings it back across the timeline. Dumps it inside as it comes to Jones to the free throw line. They kick it back outside. Work it all the way back around. Croshaw has it on the right side. Couldn't get a shot. Comes back to Hunsaker. Nice pass down low to Jones for the easy layup.
Yeah, Shumway trailing the play. Not much he could do. He gave up so much size on that.
And a whistle as Harris looks like he was held on his way to the bucket, as they'll call that on Merrill. And that'll be his first foul of the game. That's 3 team fouls now against Mountain Crest. And Harris is going to come to the bench here for a little bit of a rest with 2:58 to play here in the third.
So Linhart and Hess in together, both about 6'5". See if we can run some double post stuff here with them in.
Priestley holds it, gives it back out top to Shumway on the right side. It comes to Hammonds. Looks inside, nothing there. Good tight zone defense. Knocked away. Priestley has it. 3-pointer from the left side, no good. As the rebound is taken down, and it's Bone with the rebound. Ahead, here comes Merrill up into the front court. Croshaw now back to Merrill. Bounce it up to Jones at the left elbow. He goes in the corner to Bone. Wants to drive and traveled.
Yeah. Got happy feet trying to get his jump stop in there.
Another turnover against Mountain Crest with 2:25 to play here in quarter number 3. Preston still clinging to that 15-point lead at 48-33. So here comes Traeger Shumway up into the front court. Shumway to Hammonds. Swing it over to Presley over on the left side. Comes back to Hammonds. He'll go down to Linhart. Little 16-foot jumper from the baseline. No. Priestley has the rebound down low. Knocked away, but it comes to Linhart for the easy little jumper.
Tate Priestley creating another possession with that offensive board. Great job.
As they trap the ball over along the sidelines, they get it loose. It comes to Hunsaker. And thought about driving, but then thought better of it and gets it back out to Merrill. As it comes back top of the key to Jones. Outside 3-pointer put up there by Croshaw is good. Croshaw's got 5, and Jones wants a timeout. 50-36 with 1:40 to play here in the quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And with 5 seconds left, it is knocked away by Hess. What a dunk by Priestley.
Priestley's long and he can jump out of the gym. Good to see him get a throw down here.
4.5 seconds left here in the quarter. As Hunsaker tries to get it in, does to Croshaw. It's going to have to hurry. With 2-1, they get a shot off, and it's no good. The shot put up there by Oliver Nethercott into the game for the first time, as Preston will lead 54-36 as we will move to quarter number 4. Done with 3. Preston has the lead. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, the Indians outscored the Mustangs in the quarter by a 1-point advantage, 17-16, and they lead 54-36 as we start the fourth.
Yeah, Mountain Crest staying in that 2-3 zone.
Shumway to Knapp, now back to Shumway. Into the left corner, now quickly again to drop it back down low. Nice pass by Harris to Knapp. His shot is no good. Rebound comes back to Cole, tries to drive, and he's fouled. So the foul will go on Caden Jones. That's his first. Fourth on the Mustangs as a team, and Cole Harris at the free throw line, where he makes the first. Cole, coming into the game tonight, had made 7 of 11 on the year, and he's 2 out of 2 so far tonight. That was 64% on the season, as he makes the second as well.
Both of those look really good.
You know, the thing about Preston and free throw shooting, of course, they were such a great free throw shooting team last year that they were over 80% most of the season, as they dipped below into the 78th percentile as a team, as Hunsaker has it knocked away, but a foul here against the Indians. They dropped down after just the fourth game of the year this year, down below 80% already. well, you can't shoot like that forever. I'm believe me, I'm the first guy to understand that.
And it's partly, a matter of who's taking them to some degree. But overall, as a team, that is still outstanding. Yeah.
I watched Wilt Chamberlain shoot free throws as a kid. That was ugly.
An adventure every time he stepped up there.
As driving the baseline was Jones. Kick it back out. 3-point attempt by Bone is good. Knapp into the front court. Nice pass. Tried to get it down low to Hess, but pass wouldn't connect. Goes out of bounds. Wilt Chamberlain wore 13, and oftentimes the joke around L.A. was he also wore his free throw percentage. It was that horrible. As Jones gets it up into the front court as it comes to Croshaw. Croshaw comes to Hunsaker, back out top as Lefevre has it, top of the key, pulls up for a three, no good. Nice rebound down low. Oh, Hunsaker had it, was stripped away, but Mountain Crest gets it back. Hunsaker, left corner threes, too long. Down low, rebound to Bone, and a foul. Foul's going to go on Traeger Shumway. That'll be his second. Preston's out of fouls here already, as they have 7 as a team. So that means 1-1 for Mountain Crest, the final 6:36 here of regulation.
Yeah, and the Indians gave up a couple offensive rebounds on that particular possession, and your defensive stand isn't done to secure the rebound.
There's Tanner Bone. Was 2 of 6 from the line last night, and he's a little short on this one. That win last night that Bonneville that they had against Bonneville, Bone into the game last night with 10 points. His second free throw is good. So he makes 1 out of 2, and he has a total of 6 in the game. Again, up into the front court, here comes the Mustangs. I should say the Indians. Hammonds to Hess, bound down low. Harris with the layup. Harris has 22 now in the game, and it's 58-40, an 18-point lead for the Indians, as Knapp got a piece of that pass and knocked it out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Mustangs, as Preston Wilberg will come back in, and Caden Jones will head back to the bench. Wilberg returns with just 5 points tonight. Check that, make it 6.
6 on the board, yeah.
As they get it into Hunsaker.
Oh,
ball stripped away by Harris. Had to run and get it. Now he's ahead of the pack. Lay it up and in. Harris now with 24. I guarantee you that's a career high at Preston.
What a ball game for Colt tonight.
As comes in the front court to Wilberg. Wants to drive on Hess. Pull up jumper from the right elbow is good.
Yeah, hard to tell if he pushed off or if Braden just kind of stumbled, but he found himself wide open 8 feet away from the hoop.
18-point lead for the Indians, 60-42. Knapp comes back out top, swing it back over to Hammonds. Hammonds back out top to Shumway. Now back to Knapp again. That little backdoor pass, great look to Hammonds, gets the layup and the foul. Foul's going to be on Hunsaker. That'll be his second. as Hammonds now will go to the free throw line. Remember, he made the only free throw he had, so as he steps to the line, he's now made 23 straight over the past 3 games. Make it 24. Completes the three-point play.
A couple of old-fashioned three-point plays, as they say.
And he has 9 in the game. Hunsaker looks at a 3 from the right side this time. Good again. He's got a nice stroke.
Yeah.
And Preston wants a timeout. 5:39 to play here in the fourth. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
KACA.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
As tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area here in Preston. For information on how you can get a new home built to your needs or desires, call 435-232-1837. 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. Preston, their high point total in a game this year was 64. They did it twice. They tied it last night. And on average, Lyle, they averaged 60.5 points a game through the first 4 games of the season.
So just a little tick below. Last year, I think they were at 65 or 66, if I recall. So just a little tick below that. But tonight will help that average a little bit. They're on pace here with 63 points, 5:39 to go in the game.
Yeah, they should reach 70-plus tonight. You think they would get 7 points over the final 5.5 minutes as Cole Harris brings it in as it comes to Shumway in the backcourt. Dragan Shumway, the former Skyview product, in the corner to Hammonds. Three-pointer is good. All of a sudden, Gabe's found his stroke. He's got a pair of three-pointers tonight and 12 points in the game. Lefevre tries to get out of the backcourt, goes back to Bones, steps across the timeline, gets it ahead to Wilberg. In the corner, three-pointer attempt there from Croshaw. That's good.
Croshaw, good shooter.
He's got a pair of threes tonight at 66-48. Comes back to Shumway, now back to Knapp. Double teamed along the sideline. Get it down low. Harris has it on the right block shot, no good. Hess up to get it. Can't go back up with it, so they hold him there, double teaming. He'll kick it back out to Hammonds again. Back out top to Knapp. Holds it down up over his head, looks down low. Drop it down to Hess on the right block. Kick it back out. Hammonds a 3 from the left side. This time is good. He hits a pair, and he's got 15 in the game. It's actually his third three-pointer of the night, and it's 69-48. 4.5 to play. Ahead it comes to Lefevre. Stops in the paint, can't get a shot. Still standing in the paint, still standing in the paint. As finally it goes to Wilberg. Drive no good. Hess and Wilberg tie up the rebound. The alternating possession rule is going to give the ball back to the Mustangs.
We were kind of talking off the air before, Dan. Do they ever call 3 in the key anymore? I mean,
no, I don't believe so.
I'm not sure if they ever call that.
I think our determinant was that was on the same page that's
the carrying. Yeah,
the carryover rule was on when they ripped it out of the rule book. As it comes back to Wilberg. Wilberg gives it off in the corner. Croshaw, a little fall-away jumper is no good. Cole Harris has the rebound for the Indians. Here comes Cole all the way. Again, all the way to the hoop, and he's fouled. And again, when the Mustang defense is retreating, all of a sudden it just opens up like the Red Sea, and they don't stop the ball, and the Preston dribbler can go right to the basket.
Yeah, somebody's got to invoke some math. Straightest way between 2 points, the straight line. And they got to get in front of somebody. So Cole misses the first.
So Cole missed the first, and now the second is long, and the rebound comes off to Lefevre. Quickly up the middle, right down the middle. He goes around, and the foul on Tyler Linhart, who just checked back into the game. And right after we say it, Preston does the exact same thing.
Yeah, nobody stepped up and stopped the ball. That's the first goal on a fast break. Stop the ball.
So here is Nick Lefevre at the line. Nick was 0 for 3 from there last night as he steps up to shoot his first charity shots of the night. First one is good. 69-49. Preston up by 20 in the game. Second free throw by Lefevre. That one rolls around and goes in. He makes them both. He has 8 in the contest and 4 minutes to play. I make it 9 for Lefevre. As we go under 4 minutes here, Preston leading by 19. Priestley back in the game, looks baseline, can't go that way, so he'll give it back outside to Harris. Now gets it back in the right corner for 3. Priestley hits it. Tate Priestley hits the 3. He has 5 in the game, and it's 72-50. And again, here comes Lefevre down the middle. You got to stop him, and nobody does, and he throws it off the bottom of the basket. Comes off to Bone. He puts it up, and he's fouled.
I get a kind of a touch foul there on Tate Priestley, I believe. Let's see.
Yep, you're going to call it on Tate. That's his first. That's 9 now on Preston as a team. And going to the line for 2 shots is Tanner Bone. And tonight's game is brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Or if you need something for your car, is it making a bang, a tick, or even a ping? They have whatever you might need. Preston Auto Parts, your only place to go where you'll be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest, 17 South State Street in Preston, as Cole Harris leaves with 24 points in the game.
Probably done for the night.
I would think
up 22.
As the free throw attempt here by Tanner Bone is good. He has 5 points in the quarter, and it's 72-51, 3:20 to play here in regulation. Hammonds, who's found his shooting stroke again here finally in the second half. They're going to need him for whoever they face tomorrow.
There we go.
Back down low to Hammonds on the right block, put it up and in.
Yeah, they tried last time down to get the same play. Hammonds isolated with the freshman guarding him. Hammonds can just overpower the freshman Hunsaker.
Hammonds now with 17 with 3 minutes to play in the game. Wilberg, 3 from the right corner is good. Wow, that thing was high enough. If you want to come check the ball, it might be a little wet. 74-54. Roberts to Hammonds. Boy, now he wants to shoot really quickly, and just into the game, Rhett Larson has the rebound, and he'll get it back out top to Stephen Roberts. Roberts tries to drive, can't on Croshaw, as goes down to Hammonds now in the right corner, looks at another 3, doesn't take that. Dribbles back and forth a few times in front of the Preston bench and come back out top to Roberts. 2:20 now to play in regulation. Roberts wants to drive back to Hammonds. He'll take that 3, and it's an air ball. Rebound underneath as it's taken by the littlest guy on the floor, but they're Merrill. As Tyson Merrill comes back up into the front court. Merrill back to Hunsaker. Pull-up jumper from 15 is short, and the rebound comes off to Gabe Hammonds. Hammonds dribbles through traffic, gets up into the front court, comes back to Roberts right in front of the Preston bench. As he will pull the ball back out, drives on Croshaw. Croshaw cuts him off. So he'll just kind of back up and reset everything again. Hammonds again, this time on the left side. Drives baseline, gets cut off. Tries to get it back outside. Was going to go to Larson, but Merrill stepped in front and intercepted the pass. Here comes Bone all the way. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back. Bounces once, twice. Still misses. Bounces off of Priestley's back. Larson knocking players all over the place. And now a timeout called by the Indians as they get the ball back in the back court.
Had 3 Indians fighting over the rebound, and then we get a timeout by Tyler.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. Preston leads by 20 with a minute and a half to play. We'll be right back.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsize, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
And tonight's game is also brought to you by Naylor Insurance. If you need home, health, life, auto, whatever it might be, you can get it through Mutual of Enumclaw. Call Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston. Their number 852-0810. 852-0810. 74-54 with a minute and a half to play. Preston on top on their way to a 5-0 record to start the season. Shumway comes to Lindhart, comes up to meet it at the left elbow. He'll hands it to Roberts. Can't get a shot, so he'll back it back out, and Hunsaker will chase him back out near the timeline. Clock bound down to 1:15 to play. Comes around the screen set by Larson. Roberts all the way off the glass and made in. Tried to spin out, but it stayed in for him, and he's got 4 points in the game.
Used all the rim and the extension, but it fell back down.
Here is Nethercott into the game, who hits a three. Played just a matter of just a few seconds just at the end of the first half and drills a three here. And it's 76-57.
Comes in firing.
Shumway. Priestley in the right corner. It goes to Roberts. Comes around the screen. Roberts again all the way and lay it in.
Nicely done.
Hey, what? That was a filling, rattling screen that was set there by Priestley, I think it was.
Or Lindhart.
Lindhart or Priestley, one of the two. As it comes to Mark Davis back into the game. Has it, doesn't take the shot. In the corner, it comes back to Wilberg. He drives, goes off the glass. No, Lindhart has the rebound for the Indians with 20 seconds left. Just get the ball across the timeline and then hang on to it. That's about all they really need to do. As Roberts gets it up into the front court, 10, given off to Shumway. Shumway just standing and waiting as the Mountain Crest Mustangs aren't going to quit. They're going to chase him all the way out near the timeline now with 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. Preston ends up winning this one, 78-57. It's their highest point of the year as they'll get ready for tomorrow's championship game, as will we. And who they'll be playing? Well, we'll tell you about it in the post-game show. We'll also go through the scores and get a chat with Coach Tyler Jones. That's all on the post-game show, which is coming up right after this.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
And we welcome you back here to Preston Gym as tonight the Preston Indians set a new high, season high, for points in a game with 76. And they have 3 men in the game with 15 or more. Another nice night of balanced scoring as they win here tonight. Final score 78-57.
78-57. 21-point win for the Indians, and you say high watermark for the scoring. Good balanced effort. Overall, a great win for the Indians to take care of the semifinal game and get ready to move on to tomorrow's final against Skyview.
Yeah, they'll draw Skyview. That's going to be a tough assignment. Skyview is big, as we alluded to earlier in the game here this evening. They have 3 guys that have got to be 6'6" or bigger that they can run in, and they are bulky. They would make a heck of an offensive line for somebody.
Yeah, and I think some of them, they probably were part of their fine football team offensive line. Yeah, Schumann, their starting center, goes 6'10", and they've got another Schumann, who may be a brother or cousin, I don't know, who's 6'7", and then Hall came off the bench for them, who's probably 6'6" and well over 300 pounds, and he was very effective for the Skyview today. So have our hands full tomorrow, but great win tonight, and you put this one in the cooler, and when you play those 3 games in 3 days, you don't have a lot of time to analyze this one. If you're Coach Jones and his staff, you just have to get ready for the next one and move right forward.
But the Indians end up not only setting a new season high for points in a game as a team, but they also end up with a couple of players with new season high, as Cole Harris finished the game with 24, Braden Hess with 15 on my sheet. That would also be a season high for him. And Gabe Hammonds finally found his shooting stroke in the second half. He finished the game with 17, although not a season high for him. But it's nice to have him back after he only scored 3 points last night.
Yeah, and again, it was balanced scoring last night, but Brecker was our leading scorer, Brecker Knapp, with 12. So much higher scores across the board tonight, and good job by the Indians with assisting and finding each other and making that extra pass, finding the open guy tonight.
Rhett Larson, the only Indian that did not score who got in the game, and Chevy Nelson did not play tonight. He has yet to see any minutes at the varsity level. Again, got a little nicked up there at the end of football season, and he's recovering and trying to get his way back into playing condition, playing at the JV level, but has not seen any minutes yet at the varsity level here this season. So Preston wins it 78-57. Timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the score sheet, and we'll await Tyler Jones when we come back right after this.
KACH.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Well, we await Tyler Jones. Let's look at the scoring from this game here tonight. First for Mountain Crest, Nick Lefevre finished the game with 8 points overall. Preston Wilberg had 11. Tyson Merrill finished the game with 3. Caden Jones had 7. It was Tanner Bone who had 7 in the game. Miles Croshaw finished the game with 8. It was 3 for Oliver Nethercott, and Joseph Hunsaker hit 3 threes in the game and finished the game with 9 points overall.
Preston Indians tonight, Dan, overall go 27 out of 39 on 2-point field goals. And again, most of those were right at the rim. They get 6 out of 16 on threes and only shoot 9 free throws tonight, go 6 for 9 on the free throw line. Individual scoring, Gabe Hammonds goes 3 for 4 on 2-point field goal attempts, 3 for 11 on threes, 2 for 2 from the line for 17. Braden Hess, fine game tonight for Braden. Goes 7 for 11 on 2-point field goals, 1 for 1 from the line for 15 points. I've also got Braden tonight with about 7 rebounds and 4 assists, so good.
It's a heck of a game.
All-around game. Cole Harris, maybe his finest game so far as a Preston Indian, Dan. 9 for 13 on 2s, 1 for 1 on 3s, 3 for 5 on free throws for 24 points. Add to that, I've got him for 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So a heck of a game for Cole Harris. Brecker Knapp, 3 for 4 on 2s, 0 for 1 from the line for 6 points. Steve Roberts, 2 for 4 on 2s, 1 for 1 from the line for 5 points. Tate Priestley came in, went 1 for 1 on 2s, 1 for 2 on 3s for 5. Tate got a nice two-handed flush on a breakaway tonight. That was fun. Tyler Linhart, 2 for 2 on 2-pointers for 4 points. And Traeger Shumway played, got a couple of assists, but did not score. Went 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. So great night overall for the Indians. The 27 out of 39 from the field on 2-pointers, obviously an outstanding percentage, and that largely explains why they come out with 78 points.
So the Indians have now won 27 in a row. And they've also won 43 of the last 44 games now played here at Preston Gym as they continue what has been a heck of a roll since that Middleton loss in the second round last year of the holiday tournament here, as they have kind of taken no prisoners over the last 27 games.
Yeah, and definitely will have their hands full tomorrow with Skyview. That's a 3 o'clock tip, right, Dan? And so want to let people know to not wait till 8 o'clock to tune in for that one tomorrow night.
That is a 3 o'clock contest against Skyview tomorrow afternoon for the tournament championship. Is at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. It will be the Twin Falls Bruins taking on Mountain Crest in the third place game as well.
Well, we didn't get a score on the freshmen. I think our freshmen played at 8 o'clock, same as the varsity, but our JV did manage to knock off Rigby this afternoon by about 20 points.
Take a timeout and see if Tyler Jones can make it out here in the next minute or so. So we'll take another timeout and be right back.
KACA.
The year is 1945. America is at war with Japan. The average home costs $5,000. And a day's worth of hard labor will earn you $9. 1945 is the year West Motor Company said, hey, let's sell cars in Cache Valley and give people a better car buying experience. Today, 75 years later, West Motor is still giving you a better experience. Right now, enjoy 0% financing or save more than ever on a new truck or SUV. See westmotorcompany.com for pictures, details, and discounts on every vehicle.
WestMotorCompany.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll run through the schedule for tomorrow. It all gets started very early. We have 5 games that we will be bringing to you live stream on mylocalradio.com. It all gets underway at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It'll be the Preston JV team against the Skyview JV team tomorrow morning.
I was told, Dan, that in the summer ball, our Preston JV lost to this Skyview JV team, so we'll see if they can maybe get some redemption tomorrow morning.
The consolation game will feature... that will be Star Valley against Bonneville. That game will be at 10:30 tomorrow morning. The Constellation Championship game will be Marsh Valley against Sugar Salem. That game will tip off at 12 noon. The third place game, as we mentioned a moment ago, at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon is Twin Falls against Mountain Crest. And then the championship game tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. It ought to be a heck of a battle. If you can't be here, obviously, because of COVID restrictions, if you want to tune in to mylocalradio.com and make sure you can watch it there, that is a battle of multi-time defending state champions, the Preston Indians and the Skyview
Bobcats,
who have won the last 2 state championships in the 4A division in Utah. They will meet the Preston Indians here tomorrow afternoon as Tyler Jones makes his way out here to join us here courtside for a couple of minutes. Give him a second to put on the headset after the 21-point win here tonight by your Indians coach. It's another win, and they did some of the little things very well tonight to pick up that 21-point victory.
Yeah, I thought we had some good moments. At times we really moved the ball and were unselfish and got easy baskets, and then at times we also got a little sloppy and forced things. So credit Mountain Crest, they're a much improved team this year. They can really shoot the ball, and if they were open, they knocked them down. And tonight we played a lot of man defense, and at times we struggled keeping it in front of us, and we left shooters open at times too.
You have to credit Braden Hess and Cole Harris. They had great games individually, but working together, they played very well. It's like they sat and they watched that high-low game that Skyview showed them in the game before we played here this evening, and they put that to good work.
Yeah, those two, they play well together. They know where each other's at, and against the zone, that high-low, they're really good at it. Cole's a good passer, and Braden finished down low. And that was good to see them both. And again, we got to have that. We got to have nights where other people can step up and score. And Cole does so many of the little things, but I thought he had a great night tonight.
Yeah, we were just looking, Coach, probably Cole's best overall game as an Indian. I've got him with his 24 points with 8 rebounds, 8 assists, a couple steals at least, and a block. So just like you said, a great all-around game for Cole Harris tonight. And whatever he had for lunch today, bottle that, feed it to him again tomorrow, because it'll be another big one tomorrow against Skyview.
Yeah, and I thought they tried to slow down that zone, and when we moved around, when we were patient, we ended up getting good looks. Sometimes we were a little sloppy, but definitely a good win, and tomorrow will be fun for sure. It's going to be a battle. Skyview's a great basketball team.
Yes, they are.
It'll be a good measuring stick to see, how we can do against them. Their height, they're huge. They have good guards, athletic players, and we're going to have our hands full. They're a really good basketball team.
Is this a little bit of a turning point, you think, for the team? Putting 76 points is a new season high for the team.
Yeah, and I think that was good to show that we can do that we're capable of putting some points on the board. Earlier in the year, we've had some nights hard time scoring, so that was good to get out and run and to hit a few shots and show that we can do that. So we're improving that area for sure.
Yeah, Gabe Hammonds had a slow scoring night last night. Started off slow again in the first half here tonight. Then he really picked it up in the second half, finishes with 17. What are some things you can do to kind of get Gabe going maybe early on tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to need him tomorrow. And Gabe's a gamer. He'll step up. I think early, we got to get him going. If he can hit one or two, he's really streaky and he can get hot. So, but, he's got to – sometimes if he misses a couple, he gets a little down on himself, right. and the last 2 nights he's kind of struggled with that. So he's got to just keep shooting, shooters shoot, and he'll be fine. And we're going to need him tomorrow, and we're going to need everybody to step up and be big.
Well, speaking of tomorrow, we will catch up with you tomorrow as you get ready to take on what is a very tough Skyview team tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it'd be a great challenge. I think it's been a good tournament. Again, today there were a lot of great games. And hopefully tomorrow we can have another great day of some good basketball.
We appreciate your time, sir. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
That's Coach Tyler Jones with us here on the postgame show after his Indians pick up a nice win by 21 here tonight. So before we go here, Lyle, you got any final thoughts for us?
Just, again, glad we can have this tournament. I know I said that last night, but been a fun 2 days so far. We'll finish it off tomorrow. And for the teams that come here, Dan, it's not a double elimination and you're out. They're guaranteed 3 games when they come.
Right.
And so, it's a chance for them to get exposure to other teams, even other teams from other states like Star Valley from Wyoming, Mountain Crest, and so forth from Utah. And just a great early season tournament. For the Indians, I know they like to do this 3 games in 3 days because it mimics what you do at the state tournament. If you're going to win state, you got to win 3 games in 3 days. So, they have a chance here to try to win and win on their home floor, defend the home floor, which I know is important to the Indians and the coaching staff, the players. So that should be a great one tomorrow.
So we'll talk to everybody again tomorrow as the Preston Holiday Tournament continues on Saturday. We have 5 games for you on the web stream on mylocalradio.com. They all get underway at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning as Preston's JV will face the Skyview JV. Preston's next game will be 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, as they'll appear in the championship game, as they will also face the Skyview Bobcats. A 2:45 pregame, 3 o'clock tip-off tomorrow afternoon. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. Our cameraman for our KACH.com video feed tonight has been Alan White. We remind you of the final score as Preston goes to 5-0 after a 78-57 win for Lyle Fuller. I'm Dan Hubbard. Until next time, we say goodnight to you from here at Preston Gym as Preston wins by a final score of 78-57. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.